Hi there, I'm Blaine Birch with DryRun.com, and today I want to talk with you a little bit about designing and developing digital products, and specifically 3 things you should consider before you start putting your time and energy into that development. I'm going to start with a little story. I was out riding my bike last week and a wasp or bee, I'm not sure which, flew up into the gap in my helmet here, stung me on the head. So later, while I was sitting on the couch and my head was throbbing and I was, kind of complaining about my painful bee experience, I grabbed my helmet and I'm starting to think, well, what could I do to fix this problem so it doesn't happen again? And so I had all kinds of, kind of ridiculous ideas and, putting, mesh across the front or blocking this all in or, even changing the contours of the helmet to deflect bugs. But this whole situation really got me thinking how I've sometimes seen entrepreneurs start chasing an idea that maybe doesn't have that much commercial value. And they're determined and they're so sure that if they work hard, everything will work out and it's going to be brilliant. But that isn't always the case. And there's 3 things I think you really need to consider before you start chasing that sort of dream. So the first thing you're going to look at is the potential market size. So in the case of the bike helmet, how many people ride bikes maybe across the entire globe? But more importantly, how many of those people wear helmets? And then specifically, where do you have the potential for a helmet-bee collision? So in your case, do a little research and find out how big is that potential market for your product and try and narrow it down and be very realistic about it. The second thing you need to consider are people willing to pay for your product? And if so, how much? In case of my new innovative bee-proof helmet, are people willing to pay a premium for this product? So in your case, make sure you really pinpoint that revenue model that you're going to use. Are you going to just simply have people purchase your product? Is it a subscription model of some sort? Or is it some sort of ad-based model? In any case, you really need to find out what type of revenue potential your product may or may not have. Now, the third thing you have to consider, and it's really the big one, is simply, is your idea a good one? Is it a solution that people are dying to have? So I look at my bike helmet again, and I'm thinking, okay, I have now made a bee-proof helmet with mesh across the front or some other sort of thing. Are people dying for this? I just want to give a little example here. Let's say you have an app and it's on the phone and it's something that you believe is really perfect for someone to use. Just keep in mind the steps that someone have to go through to use that product. They would have to go to the store, find the app, pay for it, download it. Then when they run into the situation where they may want to use the app, they got to dig in their pocket, unlock the phone, find the app, open the app, wait for it to get through its startup, and then use it. And that translates to all sorts of products. What type of process does a user have to go through? What type of pain points do they have in using your product when really what we're trying to do is eliminate some sort of pain point? So in your case, you have to decide, are people dying for your solution? That's the benchmark you have to look at. Are they just lining up to pay you for your solution? A nice to have probably isn't good enough. So to sum up, 3 things you really should consider before chasing that dream and building that product. Number 1, how big is a potential market? Number 2, are people willing to pay for your product? And number 3, does your product legitimately fix their problem? Is it something they're dying to have? And again, I'm Blaine Birch with DryRun.com. Thanks for watching.